Ay, ay, ay. By faith you come, by faith you shall go. From the beginning it was told, the reason why man lost his soul, he break the covenant that gave him perfection. Yet he toiled relentlessly on the path of dishonesty, regardless of his own destruction. Yet he have tendency of abusing his own power in his quest to rule. His own people he devour with gluttonous greed. He neglect his people's need. But when you sign a covenant, unto you trust is bestowed, and by faith we expect it never to be eroded. Cause by faith we entrusted with the leadership of this land, and by faith we expect fairness for every man. Yes, by faith we entrusted you not to yield to corruption, and by faith we expect to the poor you'll show compassion. But when to the rich you sell your soul and left poor people out in the cold, with faith small as a mustard seed, one day we will end your greed. And by faith, like the walls of Jericho, by faith one day you got to go. By faith, by faith, by faith. Ay, 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 ay. The voice of the people is the voice of God. So when we assigned you Moses' rod, we commission you to lead us to the promised land. But when you willingly plug your ears and ignore the people's care, it shows we're no longer in your master plan. And it is crystal clear that only during election that you see the need to come and stretch your hand with the contract you promised never to retract. But when you signed that covenant, unto you trust was bestowed, and by faith we expect it never to be eroded. Cause by faith we entrusted you to lead us with vision, and by faith we expect no more victimization. Yes, by faith we entrusted you to make tough decisions, and by faith we expect to be a part of the discussion. But when to the rich you sell your soul and left poor people out in the cold, with faith small as a mustard seed, one day we will end your greed. And by faith, like the walls of Jericho, by faith one day you're bound to go. By faith, by faith, by faith. Ay, 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 ay. Long time me wanna you. No man is perfect is your excuse, so you continue to abuse the power you proclaim you have by law. Freedom of speech you want to kill, so you muzzle the people's will. With dictatorship you squeeze with your iron claw. Yet you're so privileged in all aspects of life, while the majority is out here fighting to survive. While they mourn, you sit upon your throne. But time draweth nigh, and your judgment will be just, and you will know how it feels to betray the people's trust. Cause by faith we entrusted you with the leadership of Montserrat, and by faith we expect not to be left in the back. give us equality. And by faith we expect you to show some empathy. But when to the rich you sell your soul and let poor people out in the cold, with faith small as a mustard seed, one day we will end your greed. And by faith, like the walls of Jericho, by faith, one day you're bound to go. By faith, by faith, by faith. This is a message to all the leaders of the land. With faith, we shall overcome.